Early images of Ben Studios' potential next game revealed a brand new live
Oh,
service IP. Yeah. Those are dreadful words these days. Live service. Telling you, Michael. We'll find out how this goes. Tom Henderson over Insider Gaming. Early images of what could be a new live service IP by Ben Studios have been posted online. The images came from MP First, who say the images came from the portfolio of an undisclosed UI designer at Ben Studio, who has been working there since March of 2022. According to the outlet, the images originate from a Google Drive that was uploaded sometime in 2023, but it's unclear on when exactly the images were taken. The update, though, PlayStation has DMCA'd the images from MP First, and we have since removed the images. That's too bad, because I never really got to see them. I wanted to see them, but yeah, things like this don't tend to stay on there very long.
nope.
They reveal that Ben Studio appears to be working on, or has worked on, some form of live service military shooter. As some people have already pointed out, the one image appears to be some kind of central hub where players could interact. However, without knowing the full context of the images, it's impossible that it is just the design level for the game. To test out different aspects and isn't intended for final use. Job listings have already pointed to Ben Studio's next game being some kind of live service, and how the industry has been going all in with battle royales and extraction shooters in the past few years. It isn't difficult to imagine that Ben Studio could be going in that direction. For now, though, we really don't have much to go on, Michael. I do find it interesting, not shocking, however, that Ben Studio is going in the live service field. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to the live service field, right? Love it or hate it, that's just the way the industry's going, so we can't be too upset. No, I think this is going to be interesting, right? I mean, they've been in development for quite a few years. You'd think if they have something, we should be close to getting a reveal, right? I'm hoping it's more, at least in that extraction shooter genre. Not that I'm a big fan, but battle royales are starting to sort of wane. If you're not Fortnite, right, everybody else is slowly starting to get a little bit fatigued on the Call of Duties, the Apex Legends. I think even maybe PUBG getting a little, I mean, it's been over a decade at this point, right? Unless you bring something new to the table, I'm just going to play something that's established. And again, even those games are starting to lose players. So very curious. Hopefully they didn't get caught in the battle royale hype and all of a sudden they come out and it's like, hey man, nobody wants to play this anymore. So curious to see what we've got in store. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm reading longer. We're in that 4 to 5 year development window for this game, and I'm starting to get a little nervous, right? Because that's when you get into the point where you're like, okay, either this game's good enough to go gold and have some teasers, or just scrap it and start again. And at that point, you're scrapping a game in development. That's a lot of money that's been wasted, and we know what happens when studios waste money, Drew. We have another article in a couple weeks about layoffs.
Yeah, no, absolutely, right? That's one of the biggest worries moving forward here, especially with Ben Studios, because their last game day is gone. Well, fans loved the game. Critics did well with it as well. It just didn't hit, right? They just didn't have the selling numbers. Just technically it did, but in Sony's eyes, it didn't hit as well as they wanted to. It kind of felt like a Square Enix situation. It missed expectations, right? That's kind of how it goes, because granted, Ghost of Tsushima is getting a sequel. Ghost of Tsushima 1 didn't do as well as Days Gone did. So, like, there's a little tidbit of info for you. It's just, where do they see themselves lining up their portfolio? The Last of Us is going to take that zombie genre for them, right? Not Days Gone. And I think that's where it was just so weird to see The Last of Us announced and Days Gone kind of go head to head in a sense, where we thought, well, who's going to kind of take the reins here? Naughty Dog. Makes a lot of sense. Naughty Dog's like one of the staples when it comes to not only PlayStation, but the industry alone. Ben Studio comes out, Days Gone drops, people love it, they play it, and they go, yo, you didn't play enough, nobody bought enough copies to get a sequel, fans are mad that there is no sequel, now they're on to the next game, a military shooter. Yikes. Right? And just that alone right there, just, oh no. Like, it just took the wind out of my sails. I was hoping for something super cool, and granted, this could be awesome. Like, we have seen literally nothing. All the images have been taken down, so we have no idea. But now they're focused on a live service game. PlayStation, over the last little while, has shifted to live service and then cut live service. They had something like 10 to 12 games in development. They're now down to 6. And then from there, they're now down to 5 because Concord is dead. So when you talk about live service, I get the appeal to it, but that is one of the other reasons why actually might be cut down to 4, because the Last of Us multiplayer game was going to be more of a live service experience, and that got scrapped. But yet here we go with Bend Studios, live service game, military shooter. Can they pull it off? I hope so. I personally love Bend. I think Bend Studios is a great team. I think they're very talented, and I think they have a direction like they could have taken things with given a chance. Can they pull this off? Do we need, though, Michael? Let me ask you before we move on to the next article. Do we need another military shooter?
No, you've got to be very special to break through in a genre that already has Call of Duty, that already has Battlefield, that already has, you know, a dime a dozen military extraction shooter. Delta Force, we talk about it all the time, just came out. You've got to do something special to break through in that market, and that can be tough, Drew.
Absolutely. We'll keep you up to date the minute anything else drops, because, yo, we want to know too.